learn about who I am so that we can establish stronger relationship this way. So yeah, as you correctly say, I obtained my degree in Montpellier, in the south of France, in 2006. So at this time you can see that I was not yet interested in environmental stress. I was interested in racket sports and understanding the neuromechanical alteration that's happening during this kind of activity. So we developed some sport-specific testing with squash players and tennis players. We also try to assess neuromuscular fatigue to try to understand what's the locus of fatigue when you have to play for extended period of time. Is the fatigue coming from the brain, or is it more limitation coming from the muscle? And we also assess some specific movement like the tennis serve with the use of force plate and EMG activity to try to better understand the activity of the lower limbs during the power serve, for example. So after my PhD, for 2 years I was lecturing at Montpellier University, and this is where I start to be more and more interested also in biomechanics, in the straight shortening cycle, and implement stimulation of the motor cortex or the femoral nerve to try to understand what causes fatigue during intense activity and how this is manifested from a biomechanical point of view, how you tolerate the ground impact when you run under exhaustive condition. In 2008, I moved to the Middle East in Qatar, where the orthopedic and sports medicine hospital was opening. So that was a great opportunity, and there I developed my research portfolio on exploring the limitation of human performance during really exhaustive exercise, such as repeated sprinting, the typical movement pattern of the team sport. And we did that in stressful environmental condition, being the heat. In Qatar, it's hot, even hotter than in Malaysia. It can be over 50 degrees during the summer months, and this for over 6 months of the year, and also in hypoxic condition. We also take the lab on the field because this is something that's really important for me. So we assess the effect of playing football or tennis in the heat, as you can see that, to provide some recommendation for the athletes when they have to compete, such as the Australian Open, for example, when in the past few years it was really hot. In 2014, I came back to Europe, in Switzerland, to try to work more on the health side of the hypoxic conditioning, where we work on obesity and aging in hypoxia. And then after 2 years, I came back to Qatar for a year, where we developed many of the altitude training camp and heat camp that I'm going to talk to you today. So targeting visiting athletes and how they can best prepare when they have to compete in the heat, or when they want to get a competitive edge when they will have to compete. And then now I'm in Australia, so yeah, on the other side of the world compared to my home, where I'm lecturing exercise science there and continuing my work on how we can propose innovative methods to improve performance of the athletes. So just few pictures. So yeah, I think you will understand through my presentation that I'm quite interested in bridging the gap between theory and practice. So yes, we also go in the lab to try to get some answer about of the mechanism by taking muscle